The budget Android smartwatch segment is now getting its latest batch of trackers, and this here is Realme's latest bet, the Realme Watch 5. Now, it is a decent looking feature-rich fitness tracker, but it also has its fair share of limitations, and we will look at all of that in this detailed review, so let's start. While the color we are testing is called titanium black, the watch casing and back are both made of plastic and the display is panda glass, so it should be able to withstand small dings and scratches. Our unit 2 has managed to remain scratch-free in our testing, but it gets smudgy pretty fast. The strap here is silica gel and it is soft, stretchable and quick to dry if you wear it during a shower, but it doesn't feel as premium or plush. Now, the Realme Watch 5 itself is IP68 rated, so you may shower with it, but don't take it for a swim. Plus, it has 108 sports mode in clear sections, and in those sports mode too, even in water sports, there's no mention of swimming, so please don't take it swimming. But coming back to the build, although it is a plastic case, it has a good finish and a snug fit. But the strap though, I would personally prefer a plain, more understated one, but this too looks good with the big dial style. Compared to the outgoing model, the Realme Watch 5 now has a bigger 5cm AMOLED display with 600 nits peak brightness. It is a good quality panel, it is a smooth, responsive panel, and gesture controls also work really well. You can use this under direct sunlight, and the resolution is also good enough to show info-rich watch faces like this default one here. And there's a single speaker on this watch too, which is good for taking calls. Just two things you should know about this watch display is that first, there's no automatic brightness, so you will have to manually adjust it. And secondly, the bezels are really chunky and clearly noticeable if you're using a color-rich watch face but use a blacked out one like the default one, and they're less noticeable. On to features and functionality, the Realme Watch 5 has a 3-axis accelerometer, a geomagnetic sensor, and a heart rate and blood oxygen saturation sensor. Now these sensors allow 108 sport modes, all-day heart rate tracking, SpO2 tracking, body energy and sleep tracking. I started testing this watch right after I was done with the flagship smartwatch, so I compared the results from that tracker and this one. And the results are almost the same for the most part. So it is good to know that the budget trackers are catching up with the big boys. Well, almost, because some things still are not as smooth. For instance, the Game Guardian mode never activated during my testing, even when I launched a popular game like BGMI on the paired phone. Coming to the phone app, all the data gathered by this watch is stored in the Realme Link App. Installation and pairing is easy. I like the idea of having all the metrics in a single app. There's no advanced data like blood pressure or ECG monitoring, but the phone app shows you ample information in an easy format. And from the same Realme Link app, you can select the watch face too. Tap face gallery, customize to your liking, but some watch faces like this animated blink face don't run as smoothly as they should. But again, this is a budget tracker, so we won't hold this against the Realme Watch 5. And there's a decent pool of watch faces to choose from, which is good. But one thing stands out for this watch, and that's the battery life. I unboxed this 5 days ago and then it had about 60% charge in it. So I started testing the watch and I haven't charged it since. And even after 5 days, with all sensors set to 24-hour tracking, I still have about 20% charge left at the time of shooting this video. For something that is strictly utilitarian and meant to track your lifestyle, such battery backup is really good. You also get a USB to magnetic pin cable which fully charges this in roughly 2 hours 20 minutes, which is good because you'll get at least a week of backup on a single charge. So let's sum up the Realme Watch 5 to help you make the right choice. It is decently built, has a smooth display and a simple and yet informative interface. You have a good choice of informative watch faces, tracking is good, comprehensive, and even with all-day metrics, you get over a week of battery backup. On to the cons, the bezels are a bit too thick, the strap could have been better, and some functions like Game Guardian had some issues during our testing. But for a budget smartwatch, it has decent functionality, and that's our verdict for the Realme Watch 5. Any questions you have about this watch, drop us a comment. My name is Manik Beri, you're watching Gadgets 360 and I'll see you in the next one.